Hi, this is Jeff from Aquarium, Reptile Depot in Citrus Heights. I'm gonna give you a little update on the Max Nano XL Red Sea. Everything's growing super well in it. I'm actually gonna show you guys how to do a water change on this system today too, and kinda on a saltwater tank. So, a little update on it. Corals are growing great. This system has been awesome to work with, super nice. Again, I did a video on the roller mat. Everything's working great. The skimmer's working, everything's just awesome. I also have the auto top off installed on this system. I actually put the 10-gallon reservoir on this system. I only have to top it off the reservoir once a month because it's 10 gallons. So I'm gonna get started on how to do a water change on this aquarium. First step, a lot of people forget, this is a big thing. You always wanna top off the tank before you do a water change. Since I have the ATO, you don't have to do it, but you have to make sure it's closed on the app. If not, when you're taking out water, it's gonna fill it up with fresh water. That means your salinity will drop, and you don't want that to happen. For example, if you don't have the auto top off, if you're taking out water, natural, you're gonna fill it up back with salt. So over time, once you keep doing that, the concentration level of the salt will start to rise, and you usually don't want that either. Most saltwater aquariums, we usually recommend keeping it at 1.023 to 1.025 in this aquarium. So my reservoir is topped off already, but I'll still do a step. So again, we do sell water in the store. We sell RODI, filtered fresh water, and we sell salt to make this really easy. You can usually get a water change done in this tank in about 10 minutes, but let me show you. It's a little low, so I'm just gonna top it off with fresh water. So, it's all topped off. A little secret for this tank that's been making it work really well, I still test the water all the time, but I do put Alpha into the reservoir. One thing with RODI water, it's filtered, so pH, KH is super low in there. So I like to naturally buffer it with this. So I usually add a cap inside. But that really depends on how high you fill it. If it's empty, I usually use a full cap. If it's half empty, do half a cap. Again, that just buffers it. I do dose Alpha Reef in this aquarium every day. I do about 15 mLs in it daily, and it's been keeping everything really stable. So nice thing about the auto top off that I didn't tell you guys is that it's really easy to top off. It slides out, one end to fill, and the other end is where the tube goes in for the pump. Truthfully, in a Nano, that's a must-have in a tank because the water evaporates so fast, usually in the back, so you'll get bubbles and you'll get a lot of water fluctuation. With the auto top off, you get less fluctuations in the water. But okay, let's get started. Everything's topped off. Now we're gonna make sure the ATO is shut off. One thing awesome about the app, it has a maintenance mode right in the corner. So once you hit proceed, everything shuts off. And then when you're done, just click it and it'll take it out of maintenance mode. Now we're done. One thing I like to do before cleaning the tank, sometimes if you don't have the auto top off, once you put the fresh water in, it'll kind of mix in the system. I like to clean the glass before doing a water change. So you just want to scrub it. Super easy. I also use this tool as well. It's a C-Chem scraper. It's a 3-in-1. Has a super sharp blade, it has a plastic blade, and it has a pad. One thing cool about this scrubber is that it gives you a space so you're not cutting into the silicone. And it has different levels. So I usually like to use the middle to the furthest one, and you can start scraping it. Again, this tank is pretty clean, so there's not really much to clean. I usually scrub the glass on this with a magnet twice a week, so it usually stays pretty good. The reason if you don't scrub it as often, you pretty much want to lift everything off the glass so it goes to the bottom or goes into the filter while we're cleaning it. So that's that. Super easy. So I usually do a 3-gallon water change. One thing awesome about these buckets, they're marked. You can also use these Seachem buckets. These ones are pre-measured as well. It makes it super easy doing water changes because pretty much whatever you're taking out, you're putting back in. So you always want to make sure you measure that so you're not doing too much. So we're going to start doing the siphon. So what I normally do is put one end in the bucket, put one end in, tip it in, and then get it going. With sand, you may have to kink the tube a little bit, but I'll show you what I mean. So you just go in the sand, you kink it, drop it back down, and you start just doing a gravel vac. Super easy to do. Pretty much when you're kinking it, you're controlling everything. I do recommend getting into the sand because that's where all the nitrogen gases are. If you keep the sand stirred up, the system will do a lot better. See, look at all that waste in there. And I do a water change on this system once every 3 weeks. Again, I just take out 3 gallons of water in this system. How I figured it out is about 3 gallons makes the pump run dry. You can also shut off the pump. It's no big deal. The pump can run dry for just a little bit. That was exactly 3 gallons of water. Since we sell the water, super easy. It's all done already. So now you just pour it back into the fish tank. And that is it. That is how you do the water change. And then after, when I'm done, I usually clean the skimmer out. I use an old water. I get a pad. I kind of clean the skimmer. Super easy. Put this lid back up. In the end, sometimes I'll just turkey baste a little bit of it just to get the debris so the filter can catch some of it. Just to get the sand off the rock. Sometimes when you gravel vac, it comes up a little bit. And in the end, I always use microbacter. It kind of just calms everything down. So I just put a cap full in there. If you do over, it won't hurt the system at all, so don't worry. And then we're gonna go back into the Red Sea app and we're gonna take it off the maintenance mode. And then you just wanna resume and we're all done. Everything is back to normal. And then now, always have a dry towel. Just clean it up a little bit. And that is how you do a water change on this Red Sea. If you guys have any more questions, just come in and come talk to us and we'll help you do a water change on your system. Thanks for watching the video.